Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room for Thursday, August the 8th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our 100% free trading room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas. By the way, somebody asked me, is this only for this test drive? No, the room is free. It's been like this for almost 4 years now, and it's free to everybody. Again, you don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. In the email you're getting, you will see a link for our test drive, which starts on Monday. If you are planning to do it starting on Monday, then you should register now because you will have access to the program about 2 hours after the market closes on Friday. And so you'll be able to play around with the program for 2.5 days before the test drive starts on Monday. And you'll also, I think what I'll do on the weekend or even Friday afternoon is put a link in for all the scans that I'm sharing so you can take a look at them all and see which ones you might want to take a look at and get set for the Monday. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern, and that's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic, and I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. So, an incredible day. That's all I can say. An absolutely incredible day. And geez, I have to see if I'm going to get back into this IOTS. But the big play for me today was this GDOT. All right, this was an earnings play. GDOT was an earnings play. Now, this was right now. GDOT is down. Second here. GDOT is down 40%. So it released earnings after hours yesterday. And this is the utter collapse for it. No real support, I think, until around $22. So if you know anything about the uptick rule, you know that when the market opens, it's very difficult sometimes. If you wanted to short something, it's very difficult to short something that's down over 10%. You might have to, first of all, you need some action at the ask, the bid and the ask. So it's not a matter of just going in at the bid and shorting it. Like you can go in, you want to go long something, always, if you go in at the ask, you'll get the trade. Anyway, with the uptick rule in effect, has to be some action at the ask before you can get filled on the bid. And then, even then, you could be in a queue. A bunch of people ahead of you are wanting to do the same thing. Bottom line is that there's no uptick rule in the pre-market. So I was bound and determined. I had seen about, 4 or 5, 6 of these over the last couple of weeks. Big collapses in the pre-market, and they continue down. Bottom line is, I ended up shorting this one right here around 28.48. I covered some down here at 25.95, and I covered the balance. It broke all the way down to 23.64, and before it got, I covered the rest right here. So tremendous trade. Almost $2. Almost $4. Remember, this is 28.45. My last cover was 24.87, so almost $4 from my initial short. So, and then it had a big pop. It had a big pop, and I know some took advantage of that. And I just missed my IOTS. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. This is one that I was in. We waited forever for a 10 break. And I mean forever. It seemed to take a long time. I got in at 9.98, took the break, and it got up to here. It was on my break, actually. And then as it pulled back, I basically made a dime on it. And I was saying to people, I want to watch it, see if it takes out this area right there. Well, it just popped through it. So I'm too late right now, and that's on the IOTS. That came from the evening scan next day. I took this one. This was a sensational one, CAR. Got in at 24.83. I didn't get the trade at 24.83. That was where the alert was. I took it right at 24.98. That was the second one today. I did the IOTS before the whole number break also. Usually I let the whole number break, but I decided to take it just a little bit early. Took it at 24.98. Sold some right here at 25.30ish, and I sold the balance up in here at 25.67. So from 24.87, just a great trade from the evening scan next day. LPSN, unfortunately, I did take this trade at 37.65, right about here. But it was trying to chopping around a little bit, and I basically ended ended getting out flat, and then it did this on me. But so far, again, this is giving us great alerts. IOTS, I mean the 986 alert. If I were still in it, it'd be wonderful, So now I am in one right now. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, REPH. REPH is this is on the cross. We talk about the cross all the time. So look at the 8 EMA crossing down below the 20 SMA. So this is an earnings play actually, and I ended up taking this at 10.56 on the short. So we'll see what happens because this is sort of a short signal. See what happens, see if it continues to move down. If not, I'll just get out, of course. I also did the AMD. The AMD has turned out to be just a fantastic trade. I'm not in it anymore. I took the trade right here, just over 32, and I sold some right here, and I sold. I don't have it marked at 32.90. So yeah, 32.18 up to 32.90, and then it pulled back. I guess that's it, and then it kept going. So I had good news today. Their new chip, I guess they signed, or Twitter and Google said they were going to use them. So that is the reason for this excitement for AMD. Now, interestingly, if you know Michael Noss, he's been working on kind of fine-tuning a couple of the AI alerts, and these were the first two. Now these are not available yet, okay? But I can tell you right now, the SNDR and the CECO, especially the CECO, the alert came at 2039. Right here at 2039, and look what it did. Got all the way up to 2178. And this one, SNDR, which I'm still in, happened at 1929. These are the first two alerts today, and then it got all the way up to here, 1975. I've sold some out, but he's working on a couple of wrinkles for some maybe new AI strategies. So he asked me to, if not just myself, but anybody at Trade Ideas, if they could put it up and kind of test it. So working out not too badly. So anyway, I want to get back into the room. Lots and lots of activity. Today we had just a ton of earnings plays, and tomorrow we'll have a few. It won't be quite as much as today. I think today is probably the biggest day for earnings. Next week, unfortunately, not as bad, not as many. This week we had 1,400 companies releasing earnings. Next week we have about 800, and the week after it'll keep going down. So anyway, want to get back into the room. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's been so active. Lots and lots of alerts and ideas. Almost too many. That's the only problem when you have so many earnings plays. You have to try to figure out which ones you want to take. Okay, I want to close that down, bring back the capture program. If you have any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. And again, here's a link for in the email you're getting, you'll see a link for the test drive that starts on Monday. And I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Hope to see you in the room tomorrow. Bye-bye.